Star Wars. We all know it, we all love it. But there's a lot more than meets the eye with the galaxy far, far away, especially when it comes to the Jedi and their religion. Hi, I'm Connor with Culture Slate, and today, we'll be talking about what the Jedi Order looked like before the High Republic. Now, first things first, Star Wars is split into two separate histories. Legends, the original Star Wars lore before the Disney takeover, and canon, all works outside of the movies after the Disney takeover. This is important because what is canon in one may not be canon in the other. These will be indicated with these images in the corner here. You see them? Can't miss them. With that cleared up, let's get into this. Legends. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, the Jedi were born from the ashes of the Force Wars when the followers of Ashla, the good guys, fought the followers of Bogan, the bad guys. Whilst this is widely accepted to be the beginning of a Jedi Order, some other orders such as the Order of Daibendu and the followers of Palawa did exist. But we don't really need to talk about them. After this, a group of thinkers came together on the planet Tython and held week-long meetings and created the tenets of the Jedi Order. The party didn't last too long, though, as one of the early Jedi Masters, named Master Rajivari, decided he wanted to kill the other members of the early Jedi Council so that he and his crew can follow the dark side. He was quickly murdered for his efforts, but chin up, the Sith always come back. Some time passes, and the gang decides to leave Tython where they have been practicing their whole Force thing. Heading out of the core plans to explore wild space, they end up coming across a planet named Ossus. Out of the reach of a new galactic republic, they set up the first Jedi Academy where they follow the light side of the Force and try not to be seduced by the much cooler dark side. They began to let other groups who had also discovered Force into their ranks. During this time, they managed to forge the first ever lightsabers, which had to have a battery pack. Look at this thing! Imagine wearing this to an actual fight! That's just too funny to me. Around 25,000 BBY, they decided they would join up with the Republic and became more like the Jedi we know today. Canon. Okay, back to square one. Originally called the Daibendu, the true Jedi Order was founded on Ahch-To by the Prime Jedi at the first ever Jedi Temple. From there, they developed 8 sacred texts that formed the core of their beliefs.
So it is time for the Jedi Order to end.
Time it is. For you to look past a pile of old books.
The sacred Jedi texts!
Oh, read them, have you? Well, page turners, they were not.
Early on, they came into possession of Ilum, a plant of ice that just so happened to be littered with kyber crystal, which, as we all know, is what makes lightsabers work. It quickly became the Jedi's most sacred world, and became a host for an ancient temple and held multiple gatherings. As time went on and the gang spread across the galaxy, they acquired a ship called the Crucible, which would be used to bring students to and from Ilum so that they could get their funny crystals. During this time, the Jedi and the people who would go on to found the Sith Order were considered brothers. Until a rogue Jedi believed that the Jedi were being boring and that there was more to the Force than sitting around and being passive. He tapped into the dark side of the Force to reach its true power. He was kicked out, but he managed to gain a large following and form what we know today as, drumroll please, the Sith. It's the Sith. I literally just mentioned them earlier. They began what is known as the 100 Years of Darkness. During this time, there were also supposed to be massive superweapons powered by giant kyber crystals, which I would not mind seeing in live action, please, Disney. After this, the Jedi Order began to take proper shape, with the Jedi eventually coming to be headquartered in Coruscant on top of an old Sith shrine about 5,000 years before the Battle of Yavin. Now, this was just a gloss over, and I'm 100% sure that I've missed a lot of information for the sake of time and consistency. I've tried the best I can give to you as much information as I can, considering how confusing the Star Wars galaxy can be.
Oh no, I've gone cross-eyed.
Thank you for watching. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and make sure to follow us on our other social media. Make sure to comment below if you think we missed anything. I've been Connor with Culture Slate, and I'll see you next time.